stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, nah. I don't know what I could say to convince you to hang around when you don't have to. There's so much that I'm still keeping to myself, 'cause you don't listen, babe. But still you got me missing you. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, oh, nah, nah. God, I'm sick of this waiting. You got me going crazy tonight. So why don't you come on over and be my somebody to love? Somebody to love, somebody to love, somebody. I need somebody to love. I need somebody. I need somebody. Give me somebody, somebody to love. So you thought you got it made for. He's a little slipping out the back door. But it's not what you're made for, and there's nothing that is too late for. Out of the cold into my warm hand, in the sun, it's already begun. You are my one. With a simple mind, we should find some more time. We don't need to worry at all. Everybody couldn't make a wrong turn. You waver and slip and you get burned. I'm here, so don't you worry, 'cause you know I'll be there in a hurry. Out of the cold into my warm head, in the sun, it's already begun. You are my one. We just dance, find romance, a second chance. We don't need to worry at all. In the sun, It's gonna be okay, no matter come what may. I'm gonna set things straight. Tomorrow, I let my worries fade, let them sweep away. There'll be another day. Tomorrow, I keep repeating the same mistakes. I did them all before, in every shape. There's a million ways to mess things up, and I need some time to figure out what to say and make our troubles disappear. Oh, tomorrow's near. It's gonna be okay, no matter come what may. I'm gonna set things straight. Tomorrow, let all our worries fade, let them sweep away. There'll be another day. Tomorrow, oh oh oh, 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 oh oh oh. Tomorrow I will set things straight. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. Let all my troubles go away. Tomorrow, it's gonna be okay. No matter come what may, I'm gonna set things straight. Tomorrow, let all our worries fade, let them sweep away. There'll be another day. Tomorrow, it's gonna be okay, no matter come what may. I'm gonna set things straight. Tomorrow.